Have you ever stood in the kitchen at night, staring into the fridge, not quite hungry, but not ready for bed either? The house is quiet. Too quiet. Dinner happened hours ago, but something inside you still feels unsatisfied. Not in your stomach exactly. Somewhere deeper. So you reach for something small. A piece of bread. A biscuit. Maybe some cold leftovers. It's late. You tell yourself it's no big deal. I didn't eat that much today. It helps me fall asleep. I've been doing this for years. And that's the truth, isn't it? This little nighttime routine feels familiar. Safe. Even comforting. But here's what no one told you. That tiny habit might be quietly hurting you. Not in a dramatic, immediate way. Not with pain or loud symptoms. But slowly, gently, silently. Night by night, it's affecting your sleep, your heart, your blood sugar, and even the pace at which your body is aging. Let's be honest, eating late feels innocent. You're not binging. You're not overeating. You're just continuing the day in a way that feels familiar. But your body? It's on a very different clock. And once you cross 60, 65, 70, that internal clock becomes a lot more sensitive. What once felt fine in your 40s, eating dinner at 9, a snack at 10, ice cream while watching TV, now lingers in your gut like a weight. It slows your sleep, tenses your heart, raises your blood sugar, and steals your chance to truly rest. Your body has a rhythm, and it's asking you to listen. This rhythm is called your circadian rhythm, a natural 24-hour cycle that governs almost everything. When you feel awake, when your digestion works best, when your organs rest, when hormones are released, when healing happens. For younger people, this rhythm is strong, even when abused. You can eat at midnight, sleep for 4 hours, and still bounce back. But after 60, that rhythm becomes fragile, precious, and very easy to disrupt. When you eat late at night, you send a confusing signal. Stay awake. Keep working. Delay repair. Your body, ready to detox and rebuild, is suddenly forced back into digestion mode, a process that should have ended hours ago. Instead of cleaning the brain, balancing blood sugar, lowering heart rate, it's producing stomach acid, releasing insulin, trying to break down that last-minute snack. And night after night, this disruption adds up. Let's talk about your heart. Most seniors know about cholesterol, blood pressure, medication. But what many don't know is that your heart works differently at night. It's supposed to rest. Your heart rate should dip. Your blood pressure should lower. Your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode, should kick in fully. But if you're digesting food, your heart works harder. It pumps more blood to the stomach and intestines. Your blood vessels stay slightly constricted. Your nighttime blood pressure stays elevated. That's no small thing. A long-term study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that seniors who consistently ate dinner after 8 p.m. had a 30% higher risk of nocturnal hypertension, a major predictor of stroke and heart failure. Think about that. Not from overeating. Not from bad food. Just from timing. And it gets worse when the food is heavy, fried, fatty, or sugary. Now let's talk about your sleep. Insomnia. Restless sleep. Waking up at 3 a.m. for no reason. Sound familiar? You might blame stress, or age, or needing the bathroom. But sometimes, it's digestion. Because late night eating prevents your brain from entering deep sleep. Your body is busy. Blood is diverted to your gut. Core temperature stays slightly elevated. Hormones like melatonin are suppressed. And your sleep cycle gets fragmented. You fall asleep. Then toss. Wake. Feel wired even though you're exhausted. And in the morning, You don't just feel tired. You feel inflamed. Your brain is foggy. Your belly feels bloated. And your energy dips before 10 a.m. One of our elderly reflections members, Miriam, age 82, told us, "I thought I needed a pill to sleep. Turns out, I just needed to eat dinner earlier." She made the switch, dinner at 6 o'clock, nothing after 7 o'clock, and within a week, she said her dreams returned. "Dreams?" she said, smiling. "I forgot I could dream like that." Now let's talk about blood sugar. You may already know how food affects blood sugar. But here's what most seniors don't realize. The same meal eaten at 6 p.m. causes less of a spike than if eaten at 9 p.m. Why? Because your body's insulin sensitivity declines in the evening. That means glucose stays in your bloodstream longer. Insulin works slower. Your cells are less responsive. You're more likely to store that sugar as fat. And when you go to sleep with elevated blood sugar, you disrupt everything. The brain doesn't detox properly. Deep sleep is blocked. Inflammation rises. Hunger hormones, like ghrelin, get confused. You wake up with cravings, fatigue, mood swings. A 2022 study in Frontiers in Endocrinology showed that late-night eating increased the risk of prediabetes and metabolic syndrome in older adults, even with the same calorie intake. Translation? It's not about how much you eat. It's about when. And this blood sugar chaos has another hidden victim. Your memory. Brain nighttime eating and the aging brain. The brain has its own schedule. At night, it goes into cleanup mode, literally. There's a system called the glymphatic system, responsible for removing waste from your brain cells. It works best during deep sleep, when the brain is not distracted by digestion. But if your gut is still active, the brain delays cleaning. Over time, this is linked to cognitive decline, memory loss, and even increased Alzheimer's risk. That's not fear-mongering. It's what researchers at Boston University and Stanford are now warning. And the saddest part? Most of this damage isn't felt immediately. It accumulates. Quietly. Softly. Until one day, you can't remember where you left your glasses, or your grandson's name. Would skipping that biscuit at 10 p.m. have made a difference? Science says yes. But let's pause here. Let's talk about what's underneath late-night eating. Because if it were just about food, this would be easy. But the truth is, many seniors eat at night because it's when the world feels loneliest. That time between dinner and bed, it stretches. It echoes. It reminds you of who's not there anymore. Your partner. Your friends. The job you used to wake up early for. The kids who used to call every day. So you eat, not for nourishment, but for companionship. That slice of toast becomes a conversation. That banana becomes a memory. That warm glass of milk becomes a soft, familiar voice in the silence. You're not hungry. You're aching. And that's okay. You're not weak. You're not failing. You're not being bad. You're just trying to feel full in a world that's emptied out in certain places. We hear it all the time in elderly reflections. I eat because it's the only thing I control. I miss the sound of someone saying goodnight. Food is the only thing that makes me feel seen at 10 p.m. This is not about diet. This is about grief. About habit. About longing. And the good news? There's a way forward that doesn't shame you, but frees you. Person in lotus position, the slow shift from hunger to healing. What if you replaced the 9:30 snack with something that fed your soul? A handwritten note to someone you miss. A warm bath with lavender. A blanket that smells like comfort. A prayer. A stretch. A whisper to your younger self. You don't have to stop eating late all at once. But you can start asking, what am I really hungry for? And most nights, the answer is not toast. It's tenderness. It's touch. It's time to feel okay with being still. Your body is not asking for food. It's asking for rest. There comes a point in life, somewhere around 60, sometimes earlier, sometimes later, when your body stops shouting and starts whispering. It doesn't demand like it used to. It doesn't recover like it used to. It simply signals. Please, be gentle. And late at night, when you reach for something in the fridge, when your hands go through the motion of chewing, swallowing, digesting, your body does not get angry. It just sighs and says, I was about to begin healing. I'll wait. That's what digestion does at night. It delays the repair. It postpones the peace. It says not yet to sleep, and maybe later to recovery. Deep rest is the best medicine. Forget the pills. Forget the powders. Forget the overpriced supplements you've been told you should take. The truth is, your best healing happens when you're not doing anything. When your stomach is empty. When your breath is soft. When your mind is quiet. When your last bite of the day was given with love, not fear. That's when your body detoxifies the brain, repairs blood vessels, balances blood sugar, fights inflammation, builds memory, releases tension, slows the aging of your cells. Not during exercise, not during diets, but during sleep. And sleep begins with the decision to end the day. Aging doesn't mean giving up. It means giving your body what it truly needs. We know you've been through a lot. Loss, change, the silence of rooms that used to be full. Your appetite isn't what it used to be. Your digestion is slower. Your nights are longer. But what if this season of life was never meant to be about doing more? What if it's about learning how to stop beautifully? To stop eating when the day is done. To stop worrying about what might happen tomorrow. To stop proving anything to anyone. And to start trusting your body. Nourishing your sleep. Resting with purpose. Aging with softness, not stress. So what can you do tonight? You don't need to change your life. Just change your rhythm. Eat a full dinner by 6 or 6:30 p.m. After that, only warm drinks or comfort rituals, no food. Replace the snack with something else, music, journaling, light reading. Create a bedtime routine that makes you feel held. And most importantly, don't go to bed with guilt. Go with gratitude. Underscore 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 underscore. Now we'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Share with us. Do you eat late at night? What pulls you to the kitchen? Have you ever tried changing your routine, and what happened? What's one thing you can try tonight, instead of reaching for food? You don't need to write perfectly. Just write honestly. Your story could help someone across the world feel a little less alone tonight. And if this video touched you, if you felt seen, if something deep inside said, yes, this was for me, then we'd be honored if you click like to help others find this message. Subscribe to the channel. We release weekly elderly reflections, practical senior health tips, and stories that heal. Share this with someone you love, especially if they're aging quietly and need a kind voice to guide them back to rest. Because you deserve rest. You deserve peace. You deserve a body that feels light again. And that journey starts with choosing not to eat tonight. Not because you're punishing yourself, but because you're finally ready to let go, to lie down, and to sleep, not just as a habit, but as a gift. Good night, dear soul. You are healing, one evening at a time. So now that we understand why eating late can quietly hurt your heart, your blood sugar, your sleep, and your aging process, The next question is, what can I do instead? Because let's be honest, habits don't change just because we read a fact. They change when we're offered something better. Not just don't eat at night, but here's how to feel satisfied, calm, and rested without needing that bite at 9:30 p.m. Let's walk through it together. First, eat dinner early, but eat it well. One of the most common mistakes we see in seniors is eating too little at dinner. You skip protein. You rush through it. You eat light because you don't want to feel full. But then, 8:30 comes. Your stomach rumbles. You crave something just small. And the fridge wins. Here's what works better. Eat dinner between 5:30 and 6:30 p.m. Make it satisfying. Include warm, soft fiber, steamed veggies, lentils, sweet potato. Include a healthy fat, olive oil, avocado. Include a source of protein, eggs, fish, tofu, soft chicken. Sip warm herbal tea afterward, peppermint, ginger, or fennel. This helps your body feel nourished without heaviness. And most importantly, it sends a message to your brain. We are full. We are done. We are ready to rest. That's how your hormones begin to shift in the evening, towards sleep, not digestion. Still hungry after dinner? Try this. Let's be real. Some nights, you'll still want something. And that's okay. You're not weak. You're not failing. You're just human. But the type of snack you choose can make all the difference. Instead of sugary cookies, bread, fruit, or cereal, choose something that calms your system. 3 best late-night choices for seniors. First, warm almond milk plus cinnamon, gently soothes your nervous system, no sugar spike. Second, chamomile or banana tea, contains magnesium and natural sedatives. Third, half an avocado with salt and lemon, satisfying, fatty, but won't raise blood sugar. Gloria, 80, told us, I used to have toast with jam before bed. Now I make a cup of almond milk with cinnamon and turmeric. It feels like a hug, and I sleep like a rock. It's not about not eating. It's about eating what supports sleep, not digestion. Build a sleep-first evening routine. The best way to avoid late-night eating? Create an evening that nourishes your senses, so food isn't the only source of comfort. Here's what we recommend, and what seniors in our Elderly Reflections community love. 6 o'clock, 6:30 p.m. Dinner. 7 p.m. Light walk, even inside the house, or slow pacing on the porch. 7:30 p.m. Herbal tea, dim the lights. 8 p.m. Light stretching, soft music, or gentle reading. 8:30 p.m. Journal, gratitude, prayer, or write a letter to someone you love. 9 p.m. Bedtime prep, warm washcloth, essential oil, pajamas. 9:30 p.m. Lights out or calming audio. This isn't a checklist. It's a rhythm. A way of telling your body, we're safe. We're not alone. We're ready to rest. And the more often you repeat this, the less you'll hear the fridge calling your name. But what if eating late has been my habit for years? That's okay. Let's break the habit gently. Step by step. Here's how. Week 1. Move dinner 30 minutes earlier. Replace post-dinner snack with warm tea. Week 2. Add 5-minute evening walk or light movement. Try journaling or breathing after tea. Week 3. Stop eating after 7:30 p.m. Add one soothing ritual you enjoy, music, stretching, scent. By week 4, most people report better sleep, less bloating, more energy in the morning, fewer sugar cravings. And yes, regular bowel movements, a benefit no one complains about. Remember, you're not punishing yourself. You're caring for yourself. And that care takes time. Gentle repetition. Compassion. Forgiveness on the nights it doesn't go perfectly. What seniors tell us. Here's what others have shared after shifting away from late-night eating. Harold, 76. My acid reflux vanished when I stopped eating past 6. I thought I needed meds. Turns out, I needed margin. Elaine, 81. The tea ritual changed everything. I don't snack anymore. I settle. That's the word. My body settles. Manuel, 79. I stopped eating out of boredom. I started reading letters from my late wife every night. I cry sometimes. But I don't eat. And I sleep better than I have in years. These stories aren't about discipline. They're about choice. About asking, what does my body actually need right now? And 9 times out of 10, the answer is rest, stillness, comfort that isn't food. There's something very sacred about the evening. It's when the world softens, when the air cools, when the body sighs, when the noise fades and what's left is you. And that's when the cravings come. Not just for food, but for comfort, for company, for closure. That's why, for many seniors, nighttime eating isn't about hunger at all. It's about longing. Longing for warmth. Longing for rhythm. Longing for the days when life felt full and noisy and purposeful. So we open the fridge, not just for snacks, but for something to fill that quiet. But here's what we've discovered in elderly reflections. The body doesn't want to be filled. It wants to be felt. It wants you to check in, to notice, to care, to say, I hear you. Let's rest, not rush. Brain late night isn't a moral failing. It's a misdirected need. This isn't about shame. You're not doing anything wrong. You're human. You're aging. You're adjusting. And that's hard work. Sometimes food feels easier than feeling lonely, or grieving, or naming the quiet ache of the evening. But here's the gift. You can redirect that habit into something healing. You can trade the toast for tea, the fridge light for candlelight, the chewing for breathing, the noise for reflection. And when you do, something beautiful happens. Your sleep deepens. Your gut settles. Your heart slows. Your mind thanks you. That's senior health from the inside out. What it means to rest on purpose. So many seniors tell us, I can't sleep like I used to. I feel heavy, even if I didn't eat much. My body doesn't feel like mine anymore. And often, when we gently ask, what does your evening look like? They pause. They realize they've been treating the night like an afterthought. A waiting room before the next day. A place to scroll, snack, and drift. But what if you flip that? What if the evening became your sanctuary? A time to light a candle, not the microwave. Read an old letter instead of reaching for leftovers. Person in lotus position, stretch your legs, not your stomach. Set the tone for sleep, not stimulation. This isn't about perfection. It's about presence. And presence is something food can't give you. But you can give it to yourself, tonight. Your body hasn't given up on you. Don't give up on it. Aging changes things. Yes. But it doesn't take away your power to choose. And one of the most powerful choices you can make, right now, is to let your body end the day with peace, not pressure. No late-night digestion. No blood sugar spikes. No interrupted dreams. Just quiet. Warmth. A sense of completion. When your body says, thank you. I can rest now. That's what healthy aging feels like. And it starts with when and how you eat your last bite of the day. A story to carry with you. We'll leave you with this note from Diana, 84. For years I thought I had insomnia. But I had indigestion. I ate late because it made me feel less alone. Now, I keep a handwritten book of gratitude. I light lavender oil. I sip warm almond milk. and I sleep deeper than I ever did in my 50s. I'm not fighting time anymore. I'm flowing with it. That's the heart of this message. We're not trying to beat aging. We're learning to age with rhythm. And rhythm begins at sunset. Now we'd love to hear from you. In the comments below, tell us. Have you struggled with late night eating? What do your evenings look like, and what small shift are you ready to try tonight? Do you have a ritual that helps you wind down gently? Your words might inspire someone else to trade chaos for calm, to stop eating in the dark and start living in the light again. And if this video gave you something real, if it felt like we were sitting down together, heart to heart, give it a like. It helps more people find peace in their evening routine. Subscribe to the channel for more elderly reflections, senior health wisdom, and the kind of stories that don't just inform, but transform. Share this with someone you love, a parent, a grandparent, a friend, anyone who eats in the silence because they've forgotten how to rest. Because you are not alone. You are not too late. You are not invisible. You are still the author of your nights. And your body is still listening. Tonight, give it something gentle, something warm, something kind. Then close your eyes. And let sleep carry you, not with heaviness, but with healing. We'll see you in the next one. From our heart to yours, good night.